quarterback under center. They're getting a lot of their work done on the ground. Dallas has now risen to second in the league in rushing, and Zeke's 143 rushing yards were the most he's had in a game since week 10 of 2018. So, Shannon, have the Cowboys become more of a running team than a passing team?
No, I think they become more of a take what the defense give them type of a team. Skip, when you spend that kind of money for a quarterback, you take a wide receiver in the first round, you spend money on Amari Cooper. I think you want to throw the football. But right now, I think a lot of teams are looking at Zeke, Skip says, well, he's not the same Zeke. So let's just play the coverage. You know, we're going to play coverage. We're going to, take away Amari, take away CeeDee Lamb, and because we don't believe Zeke can do it. And Zeke like, oh, y'all going to play that light box? That's like, y'all going to, Kellen Moore's like, y'all going to play us with a light box? So y'all going to put 6 guys, 7 guys up there and think y'all going to stop us. Okay. We put a hat on the hat and we'll see. And right now, it's working out. And I think the thing is what a great team, Skip, is that you don't say, well, we are this or we are that. What does the defense get? Tampa says, you are not going to run the football on us, Dallas Cowboys. Cowboys had 60 yards rushing, 33 of them by Zeke, and 400-plus yards passing. So these other teams said, well, man, Dak threw for 400. I ain't trying to let him throw for 400. So let's just play off, and we're going to play coverage, and let's see if Zeke can do that. And Zeke is, at some point in time, Skip, you're going to have to drop that 8th guy down there and try to take this away. But I think right now, the Cowboys are doing a great job of saying whatever the defense is going to do, okay, we're running. Y'all want to drop that 8th guy there? Y'all know we got CeeDee and Amari out there, right? If you don't know. But I think the defenses are saying, I don't believe Zeke, that's still that same Zeke and that he going to eat. So at some point in time, Skip, I mean, if they keep running like this here, we have to drop that 8th guy down in the box and see if Dak can go back to throwing it.
So, Shannon Sharp,
yes,
in honor of you, this morning I kept humming a song that I liked back in the 60s from a group called Buffalo Springfield, and the opening lines are, something's happening here. What it is ain't exactly clear.
Very clear.
And it's starting to become clearer and clearer, very slowly but surely and quietly. My Cowboys have turned back into a running football team. All I heard from the great Shannon Sharp before the year started, they're paying $75 million to the quarterback. They're going to throw. Jerry's going to send down an edict from on high. We will throw it 50 times a game because that's who we are, and that's what sells tickets. So far, so great, because guess what? They are finding the magic formula. After opening night, in which they played the run defense that is the one impenetrable run defense in the league. You can't, the Patriots had -1 yards rushing. So Dak Prescott on opening night, they threw it 58 times, ran it 18 times. But what did Kellen Moore defend himself by saying after the game? I actually called 28 runs. Dak checked out of 10 runs. Well, you can't probably blame him because of Vita Vea and Ndamukong Suh and Devin White and Levante David. It's just a gigantic Great Wall of China. You can't get through it. It's the Berlin Wall. You can't get through it. You're not going to get past it. So the Cowboys said, we just can't do that. Zeke couldn't do it. Zeke, they tried the option play on 3rd and 1 that could have really turned the tide in the game. He's not that guy anymore. He can't beat you to the pylon on a toss play on 3rd and 1 down at the, at the 4-yard line. Okay, so what did I notice this morning very quietly is that the Cowboys have risen up the ranks of the team rushing all the way to second. They're second only to the Cleveland Browns. Cleveland's averaging 177 yards rushing a game because we know they got 2 just powerhouse backs, I mean, they're just powerhouses. Dallas is suddenly 166 yards rushing, edging just past Baltimore and just past Tennessee. Well, who would have thought that? Guess what? Dallas is averaging 5.4 yards per rush, which is better than any of those top 4 teams. Who would have thunk it? It's the Dallas Cowboys. They're a pass-happy aerial circus, right? They have found the magic formula. What's my favorite stat? I'm going to keep beating you over the head with it. With Dak Prescott at quarterback, they are now 27-0 when they run it more than they throw it. You still have to throw it because it's a passing league. But you can balance it up. You can make people sweat because you're just going to keep pounding away because you got thunder and you got lightning. And don't tell me that it wasn't just a breakthrough to discover that Tony Pollard can actually play in the lineup with Zeke. You can put them both in the game, and you can thunder and lightning people to death.
But, Skip, you got to take something away, though. You can't let a team, because normally teams go into a game and says, we're going to shut down the run. We want to make you one-dimensional. But you can't give them everything.
Okay, what have I told you about the 90s Cowboys? North Turner used to tell me, they all know what we're going to do. It's as simple an offense as there is in the league.
Right.
You know, people said, North kept telling me, they say I'm a genius. We got like 5 plays that we called because it was like Emmett right or Emmett left, you know? You just, they wouldn't even call a hole for Emmett because nobody could stop the offensive line with little 22 darting behind
But you remember when the 49ers was about to sell out, he hit Alvin Harper with that quick slant.
Yeah, he did.
It went to the house.
It did. That broke the game open. That was in the fourth quarter. That was their breakthrough game in the 92 season.
Right. And so that's what you have to have, Skip. But the Panthers, they didn't take away anything. They're like, Zeke, you want to run? You want to get 6 yards of carry? Hey, Pollard, you want 7 yards of carry? Hey, Dak, won't you get this scramble for 25? Get that on. Oh, yeah, by the way, Dak, we're going to let you throw for 4 touchdowns. Okay. You got to take something away, Skip. You going to give them everything?
This guy's doing this more and more. He is sleek Zeke. He's obviously toned up. He's much fitter. I think he's got himself a nutritionist and a cook, and he's at least starting to take some care of himself. I kept saying last year, he's got a double chin. Right. He's waving out of games.
And Skip, the thing that concerned me about Zeke bouncing back, I said, well, Skip, you were telling me that he's going to have to split carries with Tony Pollard.
Yep.
They get paid Dak all this money, so they're going to want to throw the football. How many opportunities? He's maximizing. If I'm not mistaken, the 20 carries is the most carries he's had in the game this season. So he's maximizing these opportunities with very few carries.
He's 7.2 a rush yesterday. That'll work, right?
Oh, yeah. That's college numbers. You don't normally see that in the NFL.
Okay, and if we could see one more time the breakaway run. I put quotes around breakaway because
if I could have got 15 on the prepared hip. Do you see that hole?
Okay, but what I love about Zeke is he will hit the hole as hard as anybody in the game. Yeah. He can't do a whole lot with it after he hits it because he doesn't have the burst he used to have. If that's Tony Pollard, it's 6. Yeah. But I'll take it from 21 because it just keeps you so honest because the body lean on 21 is still the best in football to me. He will hit the hole. He will run through your brick wall if you give him a chance. He will wear out a defense between the tackles like nobody can. And then how about the play that they called that closed it out, the little slick pitch to, where they did the toss to Zeke, who did the option play to Pollard? Right. Now, that was a great call by Kellen, but that's thunder and lightning. Right. And you have so many more options because, to your point, they're starting to feel like the Aikman Cowboys to me because they run to throw. What have you seen for the last 3 games? They're much more run heavy than pass heavy.
Yeah, we're going to have to see. I'm going to have to need to see a little bit more. Now, I'm going to disregard a lot of this, what I saw yesterday, because I think a lot of Sam Darnold's calories were empty calories. He got those a lot at the end of the ball game.
With Trevon Diggs with a back issue on the side.
So I'm going to see how well this, because we know one thing. That 90s Cowboys defense, now it didn't have a catch. It wasn't, catchy nickname. It wasn't Doomsday or 2000 Ravens or 02 Bucks, but they could play.
They had Charles Haley. They had Darren Woodson, who we had on the show on Friday.
They were young, and they would run to the football.
Hey, they just would. But the spirit of this defense, the young athleticism on this defense is starting to, dare I say, remind me of that 90s defense, because I was there in 91 when I you could see it coming. And then once they added Charles Haley, here we go.
Yeah. You got it.
Lights out.
The question is, Skip, do you have that one dominant guy that you can say, we need a play? It's 3rd down. We need you to get us off the field. Because Charles Haley was that guy. He was that one guy. In most teams, Skip, you have that guy that says, we need you to go make a play. Go get home.
It's Micah Parsons, but he's still young. Right. He hasn't risen into that role yet where he can embrace it. Okay.
But
he's got potential.
Definitely got potential.
He is just starting. How about another young talent, Trey Lance? Is he ready to take the reins in San Francisco?
Here we go.
That is next.
No mercy, no mercy, no mercy, and I won't back down. One.